Just because something is on sale does not mean you need to buy it. Hey everyone, I thought I would do something I haven't done in a while, which is put my makeup on camera while we chat. And I have really only one topic at the top of my mind to talk about, and it's not a dedicated video about the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but it's at the top of my mind. So I thought I'd share a few details as we're getting closer to that. I will have my, I don't even know how many annual now. I think I started it in 2011 or 2012. So whatever, at least 10th annual at this point. Nordstrom anniversary sale catalog preview walkthrough, that'll be coming up. Let's give out some dates as I'm trying to focus my thoughts. And hi, if you're new here and you still wanna watch this crazy video, my name is Marnie. Most of the time I'm talking about clothing, but my first love is makeup. And I am going to put on my makeup and I'm gonna share all that stuff, put it up on the screen, description box, pin it to the top of the comments. I'll include shades and all that. So I've got that covered for you. But I thought it would be fun to share some dates because I'm pretty excited about the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but I also want to assure you that my channel and my Instagram stuff doesn't turn into Nordstrom all day every day for the month of July. I will do my annual walkthrough video before the sale, and then I will probably do 2 haul videos. I usually place an online order as soon as my shopping opportunity opens up, and then I try to do some in-store as well. And that's all I have planned. I do about 10 videos a month, so 30% will be Nordstrom, probably. Oh shoot, I'm so distracted, I forgot to put on sunscreen. Okay, we're gonna pretend that I didn't just put on one of my most purchased things at Nordstrom, funnily enough, the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift. It is an under eye corrector and brightener. It is not a concealer, and as you can see, it brightened up everything beautifully, but this is makeup. I need to finish my skincare first. So my last step in skincare, I get asked pretty frequently, where does sunscreen come in on the skincare makeup? Think of it, this is not my analogy. Carolyn Hirons actually came up with this idea. Think of SPF as your raincoat. So you're getting ready to go out, that means all your skincare goes on, and then the last thing you put on your face before you go on to the next step, or the last thing you put on your body to protect yourself from the rain, is your raincoat. So this is the last step in my skincare, is SPF. I am very much into tinted SPF these days, and I know I owe you a review. I was honestly waiting until this one from Supergoop finally came back in stock in my shade. So I will try to get that up, probably gonna be over on Instagram in July, before the summer is over. I love a tinted SPF these days because I fake tan from about here down. You can see there's a bit of a color difference. So I could have this match mine better by choosing a different shade. There are as many shades in this Supergoop Protectint as there are foundation shades. It's amazing. Since I did all that, am I gonna put more? Nah, we'll just leave it. We'll go into the foundation. Okay. And while we're doing that, let's get back to Nordstrom. Although this is a drugstore and I am really liking it. It's the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I'm in the shade 21 Light Neutral. I promise I'll try to stay on topic, but there's a lot swirling around in here. Okay, Nordstrom sale, just a few quick things. Before we even get to the dates, let's backtrack. The Nordstrom anniversary sale, to me, is one of the most exciting sales. I've been shopping it since I was a child. Now that I make content on social media, obviously, it has other importance as well. But the reason why I think it's the best sale out there is because what's on sale at up to 40% off is stuff that hasn't even hit the shelves yet. For instance, I am filming this actually on my anniversary, June 21st, and Spanx is having a huge sale. I think by the time you see this, the sale will be over, and it's up to 70% off, which is great, except it's at the end of the season. So a lot of the stuff that's on their website has very limited colors and sizing. Whereas the Nordstrom anniversary sale, it's before it goes out, it's before the season even starts. You can get a head start on your fall stuff, and even end of summer stuff and holiday shopping, all of that 40% off. That isn't to say, and I know this sounds crazy coming from someone who makes a living telling you what to buy, just because something is on sale does not mean you need to buy it. So I stress this every year, and I truly believe it because I do the same thing. You set a budget. And if your budget means I'm not shopping the Nordstrom anniversary sale, my dollars are allocated for other things, then that's what it means. If your budget is, oh, I'd like to pick up a couple things and stay under $100, that's your budget. If you're like, ooh, I want to hit icon status and ensure that I stay there for another year, I'm going to hit $15,000. Okay, cool. That's not my budget, but good for you. I'm excited for you. I will live vicariously through your budget. I'm just stressing that everyone's going to have a different budget. Some of us may have higher budgets than others. Some of us may have lower or no budget, and that is all okay. So I just want to stress that. I'll bring it up again when we start talking about the actual sale, but I think it's important. It's never a good idea to count other people's money. Don't focus on what you think other people are buying or not buying. Just stay in your lane, focus on yourself. So yes, there's the Nordstrom anniversary sale. It is coming up. The catalog, like the online preview, goes live June 27th. I think it's 11 a.m. Central Time. That's when it starts. Then, as you probably all know by now, Nordstrom likes to gatekeep, let's just be real, a little bit. They break up the sale into the early access part, which is only for Nordstrom card holders, credit card holders, and the legacy debit card people. That is also staggered, so by how much you've spent the year before. So your biggest spenders who spent $15,000 or more, those are their icons. They get to shop first July 9th. And then the next tier down is July 10th. The tier after that is July 11th. And then through the 14th, it's only open to card holders, both in-store and online. If you are an online shopper, note that the online shopping on your assigned day starts at 12:01 Eastern, which I find to be very exciting because that means I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning like we have done in years past. I can stay up, it'll be past my bedtime, till 11:01 and get my order in then. Of course, in-store shopping is also available, but not at 11 o'clock at night. Those are, I think, fairly normal shopping hours. They may open a little bit earlier, but just wanted to get that out there. Obviously, I'm going to do some shopping in store because I need the immediate gratification and I want to be able to share content with you as quickly as possible. But I think most of my shopping, based on what has been in store the last few years, will be online. There are other things happening in July. Amazon is having their Prime Days again. Of course, I'm going to do a video talking about that. I have my just normal content planned, like my monthly favorites, your viewer favorites. I'm really excited. I have a video coming up with MIDI Health. They are the online healthcare provider that I use for all my, I was gonna say menopause, but it's like women's health. That's coming up in the next week or so. No, mid-July. All kinds of the normal stuff. Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted. My younger son just texted me. He just got home from work. Today's his birthday, so wanna make sure we connected. Are going out to dinner to celebrate both our anniversary, mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, and his birthday, which, yes, is on the exact same day. Where was I? I don't know, so we're just gonna start over, or move on, I should say. Let's talk about my earrings. So if you have watched my Get Ready With Me stuff before, I'm trying to darken up a little bit. I'm using a slightly darker bronzer of my favorite, one of my favorite, I should say, bronzers, kind of make sure I match a little bit better. So I'm being a little heavy-handed and I'm not being as precise with my bronzer placement. I normally don't wear earrings when I put on makeup because, as you can see, I'm flinging things around. They're gonna get dirty. But we need to talk about these because Dean Davidson had a new release just this week. It's their Modern Pearl collection. I love pearls for a variety of reasons. One being both my kids are born in June. That's their birthstone. Our wedding anniversary is in June. I think pearls are just a classic. They go with everything. Wow, I'm getting a little... We'll make it work. There is a point to why I'm wearing these today. I normally have a 15% off discount code with Dean Davidson. I realized recently it is a one-time use only, I think per year, and then they reset it. So if you've already used it to purchase something, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you're done with the discounts for Dean Davidson, at least with my code. But June 20th through June 30th, they offered to give me a temporary code, which is kind of exciting, for 25% off, and it's not limited to a one-time use. So if you wanted to go crazy and just place a whole bunch of orders, I don't know why you would, but if you did, you can use it over and over and over through the 30th for 25% off. So that's first and foremost. But if you like these earrings, or you like these really cool hoop earrings that are a very modern take on a pearl earring, or you really want a cool modern take on an earring and you want more of a statement piece like this one, which I have to tell you is also very lightweight and doesn't pull your earlobe down. They were very generous and offered to do a giveaway for my audience. If you go over to my Instagram, you will see there is a post, and all you have to do to enter to win your choice of the 3 earrings is to make sure you're following the Miss Gold Girl Instagram account and the Dean Davidson Instagram account, and then like the post, that's always helpful, and then leave a comment. It could be asking for the links, it could be, hey, I'm here from YouTube, it could be, we'll make it nice. I mean, you don't have to say, I hate you, but I wanna win, although people have done similar things. Whatever you wanna leave as your comment, that's how you're officially entered. I'm gonna leave that open through the end of the day on Tuesday, and then I will contact the winner Wednesday via DM, where's my blush? And then you get to tell me which one of the earrings you want sent to you, and Dean Davidson will send them your way. I was gonna wait until the end of the video to share that news with y'all, but I was too excited. So hopefully you're gonna stick around to the end to see how this all comes together. This is the dress I'm wearing to go to dinner tonight, and I am just doing my makeup from scratch. I am done with my face. Let's get on to the eye portion of this event. I just wanna remind some of you that eyebrows are cousins, not sisters, and they're definitely not twins. So I'm doing my best to match them up, but they're just not gonna match. And I've had them professionally waxed and all that, and they grow differently. It is what it is. Before I start filling them in, I brush them down, and you can see the gaps a little bit better that way. And I am back to using an oldie but a goodie, the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I changed up the shade. I'm doing a 2.5. I used to do the blonde, but it wasn't dark enough. Like, it did nothing to add any actual color to my brows. My brows are closer to my natural hair color, although it's hard to know for sure. I think my hair color is probably more gray than anything. So I fill it in at the top, and then I just draw them in. Little strokes, little strokes, little strokes. I really liked their microfine version of this, but it was so fine, and I'm so heavy-handed that I kept snapping off the pencil. So we went back to this one. And then always be sure to brush it through, because it kind of breaks up the pencil lines and makes them look a little softer. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye, and then we'll get to the eyelid part. Actually, I have one last step to my brows. I've been playing with different brow gels. I absolutely need a brow gel. My brows, they like to move of their own accord. But I am back to another drugstore favorite from L'Oreal. It's their Infallible Brows, and it just does a really good job. It's not quite as heavy as the Brow Freeze, which is really amazing, but it's summer, it's hot. I don't need quite the fix, so that one works for me. I'm looking in the camera. Yeah, they're two different shapes. I'll just walk around like this. Okay, eyelids. I have been on the fence. So I did order both of these. This is from Too Faced, and they're the Born This Way kind of mini palettes. I love their full-size palette. It's one of my absolute favorites. These are, one is a cool toned, one is a warm tone. Let's open them up. I have tried the cool toned. It's super cool toned. And then I tried the warm tone, and it's pretty warm. I honestly think that both of these together are sort of the perfect palette to balance things out. But I also got sent the new Jane Iredale cream shadow sticks, and these are amazing. So I think we're gonna do both. I'm gonna start with the cream sticks because I wanna show you how easy they are and how you don't need to be intimidated by them. I think they're actually easier to use than powder shadow in a lot of ways. And then if I want to zhuzh it up a little bit, because we are going to a nice dinner, I might dip into the powders. So what I like to do is draw my crease where I want it. So I'm going with Saddle, which is one of the satin matte, not shimmer, let's just say it's not shimmer shades. I'm gonna tip my head back so I can actually see where I want my crease to be. Now, if I follow the lines, it's gonna droop down. We don't want that. If you're like me and you're over 50, you're already drooping without any extra help. We don't need to exaggerate it, or accentuate it, I should say. So I'm gonna draw that line and have it go more straight out. See that? So I'm not so droopy. And I know there's some new ways to do makeup where we do the same color all over the lid and kind of blend it out and not do the outer corner, but I'm gonna keep to the traditional old school way for now. I'm really enjoying that technique, and I've been doing it a lot, but okay. And I'm just taking it's a little denser than a normal brush. I'm also helping it by dragging it up like that because we don't want it to droop. And I'm just blending out the edges, and I am pulling it down under the lid just a little bit. Honestly, this is cute. Like, for daytime, this is great. Throw on some mascara, you're good to go. Like, I'm good with this. There's a little bit of color on the lid, not a lot. I'm gonna just throw it on over under the other eye. That gives us a nice basic shape. Why I think this is easier in a lot of ways than powder shadow, especially if you're a beginner, is you place this exactly where you want it. It doesn't go anywhere that you don't want it to be. I'm also gonna run a little of it underneath the eye for a little more definition there. We're gonna get back to that and blend a little bit more and maybe deepen that up later. Now, this is my favorite part. I still love a shimmer on the lid. And for that, I have been using Moonstone. So I'm just gonna draw it onto the inner, I'd say half of my lid. And I like to also put it up the side, not the side of my nose, but that little divot on the side of your head there, side of your eye. And just pat that a little bit. I probably want that to pop a little more. I'm probably gonna go back in with some shadow, make it a little more shimmery for a night out. But I want a little more depth on the outer portion of my lid. So I'm gonna go in with Gatsby. It's a little bit more of a mid-tone shimmery champagne brown. And I'm just gonna draw that on the part of the lid that doesn't have anything happening. And I'm gonna pull it up into the crease just a little bit. These are all very subtle. That's one of the reasons I like them. They're all very wearable shades. I love my Bobbi Brown. I love my Laura Mercier ones, but they're so super pigmented. You can make a huge mess. So with these, they're really easy to blend. They're really easy to draw on. They do have some darker shades, but I just find that these are so user-friendly. Jane Iredale's a great brand. I've met some of the people that actually work for Jane Iredale. They're incredibly kind and gracious people, so I feel good about using their products. Lots of reasons to like them. And then, even if you want to do a little bit of highlight, they have one called Alabaster, which is, I don't know if it's matte or satin. It's not shimmery. And you can draw that exactly where you want that, a little bit under the brow, just to clean it up a little bit. You could blend it out with a brush. You can use your finger. I'm gonna draw a little bit of bronze, which is a slightly deeper shade, just on the, I'm not gonna do an outer V. I'm just gonna draw it like just a line up, really. It's hard to see. Got a lot of light coming in today. Well, now I gotta do the other side just to make sure it's all even. Let's add some shimmer. I'm gonna go in with the warm palette. I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna dip into that lightest shade down there and see what we get. Yeah, this is perfect for the inner corner. Just a little, it's very subtle. The two of them together is just exactly, can you see this? It's exactly what I was looking for. I think I'm just gonna deepen the outer corner with the shimmery bronze shade here. Oops, sorry, blinding you. That one down there. And I'm gonna do, it's a Sigma E25. Good old blending brush. It's like the MAC 217. I feel like we're doing old school YouTube. And I'm just gonna put that up there. None of this is necessary, but it's fun to play with makeup. I think we're kind of done with the eyes. I'm gonna do, there's another look at them. Couple things that make a big difference in how your makeup looks. Curling your lashes, huge difference. I don't know why, but it really makes a huge difference. Another thing that makes a huge difference for me, I never skip a day if I'm wearing mascara, lash primer. Lash primer, I love the Estee Lauder one. It's the one I've repurchased the most. Usually Dior has theirs in the anniversary sale. I will probably pick up a tube of theirs. I don't do upper and lower lashes at the same time. I do the lower lashes first. Still using up my Thrive Cosmetics mascara. It's fantastic. I will recommend a ton of favorites from Nordstrom from their beauty department, but they don't carry my favorite tubing mascaras, so it's gotta be this one. This one or the Tarte one, I just love them. Okay, and then we do the upper lashes. Is this like watching paint dry for you? It probably is. So the reason I use primer and swear by it, first of all, it really does condition your lashes. It really does help them grow, stay long. There's no serum in this or anything, but it definitely helps with lash breakage, lash growth, etc. It also gives the mascara something to stick to, even more so than your lashes. And I find that even the best mascaras are gonna smudge and flake at some point. I find so much less of that when I use a primer. And I find that it doesn't clump. It separates my lashes enough so that I can evenly coat everybody here. And I have far less clumpy lashes. It's not 100%, but it's better than when I don't use primer. See, it's coming together. I've been playing with a lot of lip products over the last couple of months. As most of you know, I started wearing Invisalign trays, which makes wearing lipstick an interesting experience. So liquid lipsticks are actually preferable because once they're on, they're not budging, they don't smear on your Invisaligns, but it does kind of wreak havoc on your lips. I just want something easy. I got a sample from, I think it was a Sephora order of this one from YSL. I think it's their Love Shine Lip Balm. I could be wrong on this. I'm pretty sure this is a reformulation relaunch of their Rouge Volupté, or Volupte, or however you pronounce it. I don't know. All I know is that I got the sample, I was hooked, and then placed an order with Nordstrom. Sorry, Sephora. It's the shade 44, which apparently sells out very, very quickly. It's essentially my lips, but better. it feels so nice and balmy. And listen, I love drugstore products, but there is something about pulling this beautiful lipstick tube with the matching enamel and the engraving and the silver. There's something luxurious and really satisfying about that. So is that shallow? Of course it is, but it's why these things sell so well. Also, they're very pretty. The wear time on this, terrible. I mean, it's very balmy. It's gonna come right off. So how I usually like to wear it is I'll do a layer of my current favorite liquid lipstick, which is the Chanel one. And not because it's Chanel, it's just because it does stick. The colors are very wearable and it's the least drying that I've tried so far. So I'll do that, and then instead of doing the gloss that comes with the Chanel, I'll layer this one because it's a very similar color on top. So then I get the glossiness of this and then the longevity of the Chanel. I'm going out to dinner and it's all gonna come off. So let's just do this one, and then I'm gonna be totally extra. I wanna share with you my new summer fragrance. This is from the brand, okay, I think it's the brand Maison Margiela, and then it's their replica fragrance line, and I finally caved in and got their like bestseller Beach Walk. Also, packaging is adorable. And I have to say, this was recommended to me by my son, who wears one of their masculine fragrances. So we'll do this. It's called Memory in a Fragrance, Sun-Kissed Salty Skin. The provenance and period comes from Calvi in 1972. It's older than me. Not many things are. It's just fresh and it's pretty and it doesn't smell sweet, which is something that some people find annoying and it gives them a headache. So I just wanted to share that one with you. I don't often talk about fragrances, but I'm enjoying that one. It's very different from what I normally recommend. I probably have to do something with my hair. Let's see. Yep, I got the bend. I'll go and straighten my hair before we leave. But this is the look for tonight, minus the kink in my hair. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see the full outfit, I will be posting that eventually on my LTK page and over on Instagram. You got a sneak peek. It's a dress. Just stand up a little bit. It's a dress from Gibson, and look at this embroidery. Isn't it? It's like very subtle, and it goes all the way around the back of the neck as well. It's an elastic waist. It has pockets. Let me just stand up. Okay, I'd have to stand on a chair or something to get the whole body in here. And I didn't tie it super tight because I knew he was just sitting down for a while. But really cute here. It goes down to about my ankle, so maybe a longer midi dress. Pockets. You know how we love a pocket. So got my scent on. I've got my earrings. Should I keep these earrings on, or do you think we should switch them out and make them a little more nighttime? I have these. These are pretty cool. Maybe I should do something a little more dramatic for nighttime. It doesn't really go with this. This outfit is a little kind of sweet. This is pretty like, I need a black dress for this. So let's go with the hoops. The hoops open like that and then they close onto the post. So let's pop one of these on. This one versus this. Yeah, I think that's just enough. Because it's not really date night because we're going out with our son. So it's like family dinner night. So we have a fragrance that is appropriate for family dinner. We have the earrings. This is the makeup look. So anyway, I hope you had fun listening to me babble about the Nordstrom anniversary sale, some of my current makeup favorites. If I left anything out, if you have any questions about anything, please do not hesitate to ask down in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you had some fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.